I've started doing more airbrushing, practicing airbrushing at home, planning on implementing that into my work versus watercolor. I love airbrushing. I just haven't picked it up myself except for a few times in my life. And so I'm starting to implement the process of, can I bring this into my work? But the thing that I love is every time I pick up a new technique, watercolor, oil painting, whatever, and then I go and I sit down at my digital my digital tablet, which I have a Huion 24-inch sort of something, I forget what it is exactly. My work in my digital is deeply affected by my work in the real world. That's why you practice in the real world. That's why just drawing with a pencil is still a big deal. That's why learning to ink with a proper marker is a big deal. And honestly, that's why also learning to use the tools that you hate is an important thing, because if there comes a point in time where someone wants to buy a caricature from me and all I have is a Sharpie, and Sharpies are notorious for having bad nibs for guys like you and I, we just have to learn to work with it. It just has to be how it has to be. And so you take the process, you invest your time in it, and the end result is it affects your work everywhere else. And that's what I found with this piece today as I was working with this, because I thought, what if I tried to implement more of an airbrush technique into my work that would be used in a theme park style versus my usual very vectorized, very deep, sharp highlights and shadows and things like that, which I really like doing, but it is time evasive. It really truly takes a lot of time to get something done, when these caricatures that I'm trying to do should be done within a half hour. You know, if I'm selling a caricature for $40 or so, I want to crank it out fast, really fast, and not to spoil it for the client, but to make it, you know, profitable for me, considering this is my full-time business. And not only that, I want to make sure that the steps that I take to reach that point are repeatable, that I can do for future caricatures, and I can create my techniques that are going to quickly do things fast. You know, it's going to quickly get things done.